Hi everyone, welcome back to Talk Cars. So in today's video, I'm gonna tell you 10 basic checkpoints for any beginners to inspect a second-hand car. So as you all know, I am new to this car world, as I've already told you in my introduction video. So these checks will be very basic and anybody can do it. So follow me, let's start. Hey guys, so the first check that you need to do is a very basic check that you have to perform on the exterior of the car. You need to check for any dents or any scratches that are there in the car, like something like this. If you see here, right, there's some paint coming out here, and then some scratches. If you see here, okay, see, scratches are very common, okay, once you're driving in Indian traffic. However, these can be some good negotiation points if you're buying individually. Okay guys, so the next check that you have to perform is to check if there are any uneven panel gaps. So panel gaps are part of the car manufacture. However, if there is something like uneven you find, like it is not going in line and it is having some curve, or looks like somebody has tampered it, that means some minor accident to major accident can have happened in the vehicle. So this can be another negotiation point. Also, you will have to check one more thing. Just check the entire lining of the car. A lining, when I say, just for an example, let's take it from here, okay, just see if there is any unevenness. That means the vehicle might have toppled, or again some kind of an accident that might have happened with the car. So this is the number 2 point. Alright guys, so the number 3rd checkpoint is check for any panels that has been repainted. For example, so this car hasn't been, but I'm just giving you an example. For example, suppose the bonnet has been repainted, this paint will appear very new as compared to this one, because this has been existing in the car for some couple of years and this one will be new. So this can be another reason for negotiation. You can ask the owner, as it like, why it has been done, why was it because of an accident, or was it just because of minor scratches. It can be good as well, because if the owner is getting it repainted, that means he's really caring for his car. He wants it to look good. Okay, so this is another 3rd check. Alright guys, so the 4th point is a pretty important one, which I recently got to know from my mechanic. Is, so if you see all of these glass panels, okay, so we have 5 glass panels here, all of them have a number. So let me show it to you here. Okay, so here, I'm not sure if you can see this. I'll just click a picture and put it on the screen. So there is a number. So this number should be there in all of these 5 glasses. So if I check my right panel, here also I can see the same number. Here also I can see the same number. And even in the back panel also, I can see the same number, as well as on the left 2 doors I can see the same number. What does this mean? So these 4 numbers are same, actually 5 numbers are same. That means these glasses are factory fitted and they have not been broken and not been replaced. So that as well is a good question that you can ask the owner if you're buying individually from them, as it like, why the number has been altered. That means somebody has changed the panel. So what is the reason? Is it because of an accident or whatever? So this is the 4th number check that you should do while buying a used car. Now coming to the 5th point. 5th point is a very basic one, which I believe you can do it anywhere, is to check the tires. Okay, so if you check the tires, there is a threading here available which is still present here. There are ways, like you can put a coin here and check it till what level the coin goes inside, and if the tire is like evenly used. That means that there is nothing, it's not like this side has been the thread is less, that side the thread is more. That means the wheel alignment was not correct for the tires. Okay, so this is another check that you should do. Experts say that if you put a coin inside, it should 1.6 mm should go inside. If it is going 1.6 mm, that means the tires are okay and can be used for a while. So this is the number 5-point check. Now coming to the next number 6 check. So number 6 check is that we'll have to go inside. So let's go inside. Okay guys, so the next point is very simple and very basic, is check that and the entire electrical component of the cars are working. For example, if you have a touch screen, there is power. Okay, it is working fine. The AC is working fine. When you're switching it on, the AC is working fine, all of them. Okay, and if you're increasing, it is getting increased, it is increasing the flow of air, it is decreasing it is getting decreased. All these checks, for example, yeah, if you change the AC flows, right, these are also working fine. Just check this. Okay, even these sounds, the radio, home button, these are working fine. Your instrument cluster, this is working perfectly fine. There is no error message that is coming in. Please check that. And if you have steering mounted controls, then check that volume is getting increased, decreased. These all checks are working fine. Okay, check if the ORVMs, okay, if it is electrically adjustable ORVMs, these are working fine. Okay, next check is check if the central locking is working fine. If you press it, okay, looks like the door is closed, not closed. Yeah, so this is not closed, this was not closed. Yep, so if you are trying to do a central locking, there you go, so it is working fine. Okay, your power windows are working fine. Okay, also check if you have a cooled glove box. Okay, then you can check here if the AC blow is coming fine here. So these are pretty simple and basic checks. Okay, also check if the power is coming here in these ports. Okay, in these USBs, power is coming there. So very basic check, but very important ones, because what happens is people mostly focus on the engine components, right, the exteriors and everything, and they forget about these basic checks. Also, yeah, I forgot to tell you, check if the wipers are working fine. Okay, yeah, also check if the right indicator is working fine, if it is actually indicating. Please turn on the lights and check if the lights are working fine. Okay, if your fog lights, check the lights are going in the fog light as well. There's no component that is damaged. So this is one of the points that everybody should keep in mind. So point number 7 is switch off everything, all of these infotainment system, your ACs. Okay, try switching off the car and try switching it on. There should not be any rattling sound that should be coming from any part of the car. If there's any rattling sound coming, you need to ask the owner why it is coming. Okay, also one check you can do is, if you switch off this and if you switch it on, just check if this gearbox is having any vibration. These vibrations indicate either a faulty gearbox, or it might be because of over usage, or the car is very old. Okay, I know recently Tata cars were new cars were coming with a lot of vibrations in this. I've seen a lot of complaints from people, but yeah, please do check these stuff as well. Okay, the 8-point check, I call it as a sanity check. So just check if the seat covers, okay, are maintained properly. If you have a seat cover, it is not torn, and if there is no seat cover, okay, check the seats if any fabric is coming out or if it is torn. Okay, the reason to check this is, if this is happening, that means the car has not been maintained properly. So the owner who was there has ignored his car, you can say in this way. Also check above, right, these ceilings, if they're clean. Okay, if it is not clean, that means the owner has not got his car cleaned or serviced, or they have driven the car with their windows down and without AC. So that's the cause of this dirt. Just check all these panels. Okay, so the ninth point is to check about these clutch pedals, the brake pedal and the accelerator pedal. So this is one check which my mechanic told me, is to check if the threads here are intact. If the threads are almost gone, and if you see that the vehicle is showing, the reader is showing as 20,000 kilometers, 25,000 kilometers, that doesn't sync up and that doesn't justify. That means the car has been used a lot more than what it is showing in your instrument cluster. Okay guys, so the 10th and the last check that we have to do is, we have to just turn this key and see if the car is starting in one shot. Yeah, so if it is starting in one shot, that means the battery is okay, it is not completely gone and it is still in working condition. Also take a test drive of the car, whatever car you're planning to buy. Don't just drive it for like 2 minutes or 5 minutes. Drive it for like 5-6 kilometers and see how you're getting the response. How is the brake working, is the clutch working? Okay, and if you are getting rattling sound, just turn down the windows and try to hear something if any noise is coming from the engine. Okay guys, so these are the 10 very basic but important points that a beginner can check when they are going to buy a second-hand car. Now the next check is what people tell is to perform an engine check, like check if there are any welded parts or if there is any leakage. I would not suggest you to do that. Please and please, for any engine checks, please take a local mechanic with you, because he will be having more knowledge than what an average person can perform a check. That's what even I did. Even I bought it from Spinny, which is a very registered company for the authorized, but still after buying that car, just for my satisfaction, I went to a local mechanic. I gave him somewhere around 600 rupees and he performed all the checks, and he said like, sir, the engine looks perfectly fine, there's no issues with the car. So please don't do these engine checks yourself. Please take a mechanic and go. Now these first 10 checkpoints, okay, it can give you an initial confidence that okay, this car is in my radar and I can buy it. But there are other checkpoints, as I told you. Second is the mechanical check, which you should get done from a mechanic by giving him some points. And the third stage of the check is to check the paperwork. So that will be the next video, where I'll tell you what all checks you can do to perform if a car is genuine or not. So just hold on for that video, that will be coming soon. I hope this video was helpful. If you like this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, and you take very good care of yourself. Bye.